Hey guys, welcome to Bryant's Man Cave. I don't know if this is starting yet, but I know my computer's just running a little slow today, like it usually is. So hopefully it's up and running. I'm just checking my stream settings here. So annoying. Just making sure I'm live before I start playing. But yeah, this is another Atari by request. I just feel like playing Atari again. So pretty much the way I do this is I usually pick a game to start off with, and I just start playing. And then as people come into the chats and start suggesting games, then I change games and play whatever. So the one I decided to do now, hey Lurch M, what's going on? Is to start off with SpiderMan, because it's a crazy game. And oh, Rex Warren saying he bought a 7800 controller on Etsy because I hate the original controller. That's weird. You don't like the original joystick controller for the Atari? Oh, okay, so let's play some SpiderMan. With a nice little jingle going on there. Alright, so that's SpiderMan. So you start off at the bottom of this building, and you gotta kind of go from side to side. I think you're supposed to... Oh, no. No, no. Ah, dead. I think it's... Oops, dead. It took me a while to sort of get the hang of this game. Still not the greatest at it. Going up and up and up and up. Okay, you gotta avoid those oh, shoot. So I'm not getting really, sorry, you know what's bugging me is my, chat is half cut off by the screen. I don't know if I can fix that, but it's hard for me to read the chat. Excuse me. But let's just play some of this and then I'll catch up on the chats, hopefully. See half of the chat. You know what I need to do? I need to get split screen. I need to get 2 monitors. Then I can throw the chat box on the other monitor, because right now I'm using 1 monitor and it's not a big monitor. Okay, I think that's the green goblin up there, so you obviously don't want to touch him. Oh, yikes. Okay. I tell you, when I first played this game, I didn't get anywhere. It took me a long time. I was playing it on my flashback portable a lot. You know, every chance I had to play this game, I was playing it on, you know, whoa. Even before I even owned a cartridge, I was playing it on the flashback. Come on, get up there. I don't have much points, do I? No, I didn't. Supposed to... But, what? Oh my goodness. Killing Spider-Man left, right, and center. Okay, hold on a sec. I just want to see what they were saying there in the chat, so... maybe lower the streaming resolution to deal with the ISP nonsense. It's a good idea. Not the 7800 controller. It's not made for human hands. Dreadnought factor. Tonight, bub. Also, it's not like you need 1080p for Atari 2600. That's true. It's very true. Billy O's in the chat as well. So we got Rex Warden. Lurch N was in there. What else is in there? Okay, let's try this again. Let's just do this one more time. I'm punishing myself. I'm telling you, it took me so long before I even got to the second level. So you're supposed to be able to... Whoa. I just keep falling to my death. You're supposed to swing over and kind of save these people. The part that took me the longest was figuring out where to actually let the web stop. So I think if you let it stop on a window, or if you hit a person, obviously, then those bombs are bad. This is always hard too, because you have to hit those yellow, only on the yellow spots. Whoa, come on. Wait for that bomb to blow up. I don't want it to blow up there. And over there is the super bomb. I always have a hard time getting it, too. Whoa, whoa, whoa. Okay, there we go. This game would have probably driven me crazy if I had this when I was a kid. It's one of those games that, even though it drives you nuts, you just can't stop playing it for some reason. Just go up the middle. Not going to get a lot of points doing that. Quite a brutal game, actually. I accidentally saved that person, I think. I think that's what you're doing, you're saving them. Gotta watch out for the bombs. Oh, jeez. Okay. Oh, my. Yeah. That's just crazy. Getting a few seconds of video every 30, so that's not good. Let's just see how my... Maybe I should have turned the quality down. Let's see. See if I can try and change the settings. Always playing around with the settings on this thing to like video bitrate. I don't know. It's weird. Alright. If anybody's still there on the stream, let me know how it's doing. I know it's looking like it's going pretty slow here. I don't know if that's my if it is my connection or if it's my computer just being a douche. Okay. So let's just look. Let's see what other games we have to go here. Got lots of games. Just keep playing games. Hopefully the stream kicks in. If not, I'll have to take a serious look at this thing. How about some Miss PacMan? This is always a good one. This game single-handedly saved the Atari's reputation from the blunder of the original PacMan being nothing like the arcade. Not that the original Atari PacMan was horrible. I mean, it just wasn't the same. It was missing so much. PacMan games are always those type that just give you anxiety playing them. Constantly being chased by these freaking things. Uh-oh. God. Almost there. Whoa. Thought I was gonna get them all, but nope. Yeah, so I was hearing like other people are also having streaming issues, so I don't know what's going on. Why streaming is all of a sudden giving, you know, hard time for people. Whoa! What's happening? What's happening? glitching on me? What's going on there? Back to the blue board. Orange. You know, my last time I tried to do the Atari thing, I had the streaming was also not too good. Maybe it just doesn't like Atari. My Nintendo streams always seem to turn out pretty good. I don't know what's going on with the Atari streams. You can't say the Atari has too much power. Come on. I'm on the pretzel level. Only problem with this emulator that I use, I can't pause it to check anything to see if there's still a stream going. So I could very well be not streaming right now, and I wouldn't even know. It doesn't let me, you know, change between this and my streaming settings. Oh. Death. Oh, jeez. Alright, let's just see if anybody's still around. I mean, I hate doing this if there's no one watching. Kind of defeats the point of the stream, right? Let's see, I got 4 people watching. That's okay. So like I said, this is by request, so feel free to start throwing some games at me. Otherwise, I'll just keep playing some random games as I find them. Oh, Midnight Magic. Anybody want to see some? Oh, Mario Brothers. That was a mistake. Oh well, let's play it. Yeah, Mario Brothers. Not as good as some people are. I know lots of people know some pretty sweet tricks on this game to, like, roll the score counter. Get these funky turtles. I'm always shocked how Atari 2600 could always seem to get Mario right, but the Intellivision couldn't. One of those things that just kind of always, you know, ate away at me. You know, my favorite system couldn't get my favorite game right down. Everybody always says that Mario in the Intellivision Donkey Kong looks like Charlie Brown or some other Porky Pig type of character. Whoa, fireball. You know what, I need to get this game for the Atari 7800 one day. It's actually pretty decent on that system. 7800 is another system I need to really start to focus on getting more games for it. I mean, there's some pretty good ones out there. There's even some really good homebrews. There's like a beef drop, which looks really cool. It's like a pretty much an improved version of well, I guess it's the only version of Burger Time for the 7800. I know there's a ton of them on Atari Age on the website. You can buy a lot of the homebrews there. Really wish I could have got my hands on Princess Castle, or sorry, Princess Rescue, I should say. But they don't sell it anymore, and I think there's a copyright issue or something reasoning why they can't sell it. I bet you Nintendo tried to sue their ass. Oops. Oh. Run. I remember I wanted this game as a kid, but I don't think they made a... no, pretty sure they didn't make an Intellivision version of it. And I didn't have an Atari, so... at the time, I didn't have anything to play it on. Well, I guess the Commodore 64, but... I think I wanted it before I even had a Commodore 64. Not to mention, when I got the Commodore 64, all my games were kind of like, you know, bootlegs of whatever I can get. Pirated games. Oh, these things are tough. Come on. Oh. Obviously, this game is like much better when you actually have an opponent, or you play with your brother. It's a kind of an odd thing too. Like, it's your brother, but he's your opponent. See, are we cutting out again? Shoot. Oops. It's okay, well, hopefully it'll work itself out. Just keep playing some games. What's a good one? You know what? I've played this Blinky Goes Up a few times, and I've always seemed to try and get further. It's a homebrew. I'd say though, it kind of I think when I first started learned about this, I was like, you know, the way it kind of moves, kind of reminds me of Castlevania. I mean, there's no staircases or he doesn't have a whip, but I mean, just the way that he advances up in that fashion, or even to some degree, Kid Icarus. You know, kind of has that feel to it, where you go up to a level, and if you fall down, you die. And it's this like weird-looking character. If this guy had a weapon, it would be kind of cool. I don't know what that... I first learned of this game from, I think it was John Hancock that actually played it first. Or he was showing it off of one of his pickup videos, I think it was. Where he picked up some homebrews, or he was showing off some of his homebrews. Whoa! And I thought this game looked pretty cool. Thing is, because it's a ROM, I never got a manual. I don't know if there is a manual anywhere. I should try and find one, because I don't know what those square things do. Those dots that I keep picking up. Not really sure what that does. Huh. I don't know if you can walk across with it. No. Kinda jump without falling through the hole there. Whoa! Whoa! Ow. Okay, this isn't easy. You gotta be fast. We got some bouncing ball up there. I probably should pick up the cartridge for this one day. I think it's like $25 from the, that killed me. From the Atari Age website. it's still for sale. I think it is. Really? Yeah, you literally can't jump off the screen. Once you advance the platform, you can't fall down again. This game is called Blinky Goes Up. It's a homebrew Atari game. Got the lady's name. I'm pretty sure it was the lady that made it. I think they show her name at the beginning on the title screen. I mean, it almost feels like a Commodore 64 game. Ah, yes. Looks like John Hancock just came in. I don't know if John Hancock just jumped in now, but I was saying I think I learned this game from him, from his video. He was showing off some cool homebrews, and this was one of the ones that really caught my eye. I was trying to get it to work on my my Atari Flashback Portable. And every version I found of it didn't work when I loaded the ROM on. I don't know if it's any different for the second, whatever that new Flashback, or whatever the second edition one is, the one that has PacMan on it. I don't know if it works any better on that one, but so far I haven't been able to find the ROM that would work on my Flashback, because this would have been a cool game to try out on that. Whoa! Bouncing balls are hard. Guess I gotta wait till it hits the bottom and then jump as high as I can. Here we go. No, not down, no. Right down the hole. Run and jump. Okay. Blinky's a cool looking dude. I don't know, he kind of reminds me of that, I don't know, like, if you ever watch the commercials with those cheese strings and that cheese string dude. If you have kids, you probably watch a lot of kid programming and you see a lot of these commercials. Oh, dying badly. Blinky Goes Up. Alright, let's switch games. So, feel free to throw some games at me and we'll, otherwise I'll just keep going randomly here. Got a lot of good ones. I also have a lot more than that. So John Hancock saying Atari Age Forums has a link to make certain games work. Wow, cool! I gotta check that out. Stampede. Now I just did a video not long ago on Stampede, talking about the Intellivision version. Let's do Taz. I love Taz. Although I'm not good at it on this because I'm using a gamepad. Whoops. Using a gamepad, not a Atari joystick like I'm used to on this. So I can't. I don't know. I just find the gamepad's not as responsive. And even though there's a lot of people that prefer the gamepad over the joystick. I think I just got used to using an Atari joystick playing this. This was one of the first few games I also bought when I first got my Atari Junior, the 2600 Junior. I didn't get my Atari until much later. Probably just before I got my Nintendo, maybe, when the Atari Junior was cheaper. Other than that, I was always playing on my Commodore 64 and my Intellivision. So by the time I got an Atari Junior, I remember seeing this on the shelf. It was this game I was playing a lot in Keystone Capers. Those were my two favorites on the system. And Midnight Magic, of course. Pinball. Gotta love pinball. Not doing too good. Again, it's just the controller for me. I mean, I've almost considered trying to pick up one of those USB Atari joysticks. That's not good. Not on a game like this. Well, at least I didn't hit the warp, whatever thing, where everything goes great. Ah, I don't think I'm going to make it on this one. I don't know if anybody's ever used the USB Atari joystick. I know there's a company that makes them. Well, I don't know if it's as good, if it's as responsive as a proper joystick. Although I'm sure with all you, a lot of you hackers out there know how to mod a real joystick to work on these PCs. Perhaps one day I'll get a better setup where I can actually play my real Atari instead of using these emulators while I live stream. I mean, when I do my videos, most of the time my videos I'm filming right off a TV screen, right? I don't have a capture card. Oh, jeez. Like the ice cream cones. They're nice and bright. You can see them. These things, fudgesicles or whatever they are, fudgicles, they look like the bombs. I remember the No Swear Gamer, his review on this, and he said exactly the same thing. The fudgesicles look like the bombs. So when you're trying not to get killed by the bombs, you think the oh, you think it's a fudgesicle, and you grab it, it's a bomb. Another fun thing about this game is, I believe in, is it Europe? It's Asterix, is it? I don't know if Asterix came first or if it was just a different release of it, but it's pretty much the same type of game. I don't think I've ever played it though. I don't think I've played the other one. It would have been in PAL format, not in NTSC. But on an emulator, I think you could play the PAL games anyways. I don't think it matters. All I know about this game is you want to keep moving around. You don't want to just stand in one spot, because you always want to be ready to move out of the way. And most of the time you'll be in the right area to get these goodies. Oh, except when that happens. Then I run into things. See, that I didn't mean to do. It's this gamepad. It's crazy. I think when I did my video on this, I know I did a, what was it? It's one of the videos I did on this, and I actually made it pretty far, almost to the end. Well, not the end, but the last item before it goes right back to the beginning. This game never ends, it loops forever. You just keep playing it and playing it until you go crazy. Or cross-eyed, or whatever comes first. I just saw in the corner of my eye, looked like Synth Spacey's joined the chat. Awesome. Hope everybody's doing well tonight. I just spent the whole day with my family going to what we have here in Mississauga called Carasaga, which is kind of fun. You get to go and see other countries, kind of pavilions and all that. So we're all pretty tired, so I think my eyes are like half open. So let's see. Just want to see what people were suggesting in the chat for games. I think we have Rex Warden wants Cosmic Arc. That might be fun. Okay, let's see if I can find Cosmic Arc. I think I know how to play that one. Wait a minute. No, it's in here. All ROM. Whoa, what's that? Cosmic Arc. Here it is. Alright. Oh, there's lots in television bin. What? Oh. I might not be good at this one. Space games usually are the death of me. Oh, jeez. Maybe I haven't played this one. Now I'm curious, do I even own this a copy of this game? Oh. Clearly, I have no idea what I'm doing. Oh my god! Something just blew up my... Okay, I kind of have this idea here where you have to blow rocks. Oh, you have to beam them up. Beam me up, Scotty. Interesting. Kind of like a space version of Choplifter. Okay. It's a good thing about Atari is oftentimes you can pick the games up pretty quickly, even without a manual. Something tells me I don't want to be lined up with those things. Holy hard. Whoa. It's insane. Like I said earlier, one of the things is my chat box gets cut off a little bit, so every once in a while I kind of lose. I can't read the chat, so I'm going to have to, after this game, I'll catch up on all the chats. But keep throwing some game ideas out there at me. Let's just keep this going, keep it interesting. I'm going to have to check now. I don't remember if I actually have this on a cartridge. I know there's lots of games I've picked up, or I've bought lots of games, like a lot of games, or, you know, where you buy on eBay, you buy a whole bunch of games from someone. So it's possible I do have this one. But I just never had the time to give it a shot. Seem to know what I'm doing at this point. Oh, shoot! Okay, I just want to make sure, see where I am with the chat. Alright, John Hancock has to go. Thanks for coming into the chat. Hopefully I didn't lose my internet there. Return to the ship when the alarm starts sounding. Oh, so since Spacey's is saying, wearing your shirt now, ready to film another video, which I think you're gonna like. Awesome! I can't wait to check it out. Yeah, since Spacey's bought one of my t-shirts. That's pretty cool. I just did a thing. Shirts. I mean, I like designing. I like having fun with designing, and I learned about this Spreadshirt thing where you can actually like submit your own and, you know, they'll sell t-shirts on behalf, and essentially they sell it, and then you get like a little cut of it. But it was just a way for me to create some Brian's Man Cave t-shirts without me having to spend a ton of money doing it. I mean, I know there are YouTubers out there that you know, they have thousands of subscribers and they can shell out the money for that, but I mean, it worked for you know, for what it is. stream's out. Oh, I know I just had a loss in my connection there. I'm just gonna double check here. So what was some of the other games? Let's just keep going here. My streams might be going in and out, but let's just check and see what other people are saying. How about ask Mr. Hancock? He knows a lot of cool games. Yes, he knows like tons of games. Keystone Capers and Popeye. Can't find any. Oh, Popeye's kind of fun. I know I did that one before. Where is Popeye? JJKLMNOP. I know my alphabet, that's good. Popeye. Popeye. Eats my spinach. Find this one to be a little bit, I don't know. I don't know if it's the graphics on it. I think it's a good attempt, but comparing it to like every single other version out there, this one, it's almost like unless you fully know what you're looking at, you would never make out what the heck this is all supposed to be. And I don't like his punch reach. It's kind of odd. Like, it doesn't seem like it's anything at all. And Bluto, or I think that's his name, right? Bluto, the fat guy that's chasing after you. He's like see-through almost. But you know, it's a Parker Brothers game on the Atari. Not bad, not bad. I mean, I think just compared to other versions, like when I did my comparison on this one, I played this game and on the Intellivision, the Atari, and I think the Commodore 64 was the other version. Uh-oh. Uh-oh. Gonna lose. That was close. Ow. The arcade game, the arcade version of this game is insane. It's hard. I've played that one before and it was really hard. My original experience with this game was on the Commodore 64 though. That was when I first ever played this game. I didn't even know it was an arcade game. I just knew I had it on the Commodore 64 and I played it a lot. Uh-oh. I think I lost my internet. Now those things that are falling from the sky, they're supposed to be hearts. Again, you know, this is Atari graphics. I'm sure the programmer had to do as best as he could. But, I mean, it doesn't look like hearts very much. Alright, so now I'm on this level. I don't even know if I actually made it this far on the Atari version. Maybe I did when I did the video. I don't know. Usually I don't get that far. What am I supposed to do? Oh, it's probably like trampolines or something. Yeah. Oh, right into his bottle, whatever the heck he throws at you. Now she's throwing music notes. I mean, it's the same idea. You just gotta catch whatever she throws. The first level she throws her hearts, the second one is music notes, and then the third one, I think, I don't know, is there a third level? Yeah, the boat level on this one. I think there is. Oh, that's the spinach. Okay. And then, yeah, the third one, she's yelling for help. Let's see if I can make it that far. The one thing that does drive you nuts about this game is the lack of jumping. And that's part of the challenge of the game. Oh, no. Oh, no. Ugh. You can run off the screen, that's a good thing. But you can't jump. You can only punch. Punch and walk. There's a few games that are like that. Oftentimes I find them really kind of... Oh, blah. Ran right into that. Games like